this man. 8 fantastic years living on Wisteria Lane on the iconic show Desperate Housewives. But last night, well, you went out with a bang, didn't you? We are sad to report that America's sexiest plumber, Mike Delfino, gunned down in a mob hit, but back from the dead and here first. We appreciate that. To tell us all about this really amazing season you've had, the finish up of it all, how did it feel going out with a bang?
I was lucky. When they told me about the idea, my first concern was about Terry, because now poor Susan has to just mourn for the last 6 episodes.
Right.
But for me, it was fun because, I get to come talk to you guys about it, and you kind of get to,
I got to call you out, though, my friend.
Uh-oh, what'd I do, Lara?
Here, I want to say a month ago.
I was.
And you might have fibbed to us.
Liar.
Liar, pants on.
Well,
Fire.
Yeah. I learned in the first couple of seasons to keep my mouth shut or they would fire us. So, the 3 guys were here a month or so ago with Ricardo and Doug. And we all knew because we had shot it, but we couldn't tell anybody. So it was a little uncomfortable because everybody was asking about it and we were joking about the fact that we had made it to the end without dying.
And you certainly do have to understand. We all understand that. We don't want to ruin the plot point.
Then it got blown in the courtroom. So we made it so close. We were, 2 episodes, 2 days before it aired. And it came out in court, but that's okay.
And you know what? You made it past 52 other people. 52 people have been killed on that series.
It's a very, very dangerous street, yeah.
When they told you, how did they tell you?
Mark, Terry, actually I was in the production office doing a charity visit. We had some people coming by to see the set that had donated money to charity. We try to do that a lot if we can. And Mark happened to see me in the hall and said, I need to talk to you for a minute. And we went in and sat down.
Did you have a sinking feeling?
I really didn't, because at that point you figure you've made it,
Yeah.
There was only like 6 episodes to go. This was back around Christmas, and he told me the idea, and I immediately loved it, just because, except for the sort of the side of it that Susan's now limited to what she can do.
Right.
For me, it was great because it's more interesting than just fading away.
Yeah.
And you get something fun to talk about. And guys always love to get shot. So I don't know if you saw it or not, but
I did.
You've got 1 wire up your leg for the squib, one tube with the blood, and then you just get to, so stunts are fun.
And you do them all. You've been very proud about that. I remember talking to you years ago.
I learned that on Face Off with John Woo, that if you do the stunt, you get a nice close-up.
Oh.
So yeah, I do. I try to do all of those, yeah.
And then I did hear from somebody that even though you're dead, you may not be gone. Is that true, that we may not have seen the last of you?
Oh no! In fact, this next week is one of my best episodes, or Mike's best episodes ever. It's the big funeral, so it's really sad. But there are all these flashbacks about what he meant to the other characters.
Oh.
And so I get to work with people like Eva Longoria, who I haven't done a scene with in years, and
Right.
Felicity Huffman, and so they're all kind of remembering Mike. So yeah, next week is actually one of my best episodes after I'm dead. So
And then what happens after that one? And then
I think that's it.
Really?
I think that's it, yeah.
So we really have to enjoy Mike in that moment.
Yeah,
So, and
exactly.
as it wraps up for you, what is the feeling on that set? 8 incredible years, all these relationships. I don't know if everybody knows, you've been there since the pilot.
Since the pilot, yeah. It's just gratitude. I mean, the people that you feel like you've worked with and, kind of grown to love. And like the hair and makeup guy, the guys that try to put makeup on me every day and I never will go to their trailer, Stacy and Gina and John Elliott's hair department, and Dina Green and James, those guys never get thanked. And, they've got a tough job. And I've been with them from the beginning, and the crew works a lot harder than we do. So those are the people you really miss.
I've been on that set. It's such a neat thing to go to Wisteria Lane, and you do work long hours.
Well,
there.
the crew does. The crew they're the ones that are there from daylight to midnight, and we kind of come and go. The actors have it easy, but the crew we got the best crew on TV, and I've been on a lot of shows, and so yeah, we'll really miss them. But I'm going to go back for the last episode and just kind of hang around, I think.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
It is such a pleasure to see you, James
you
Denton.
too,
You did a terrific job. 8 seasons on Desperate Housewives. I think all of us thank you all for really giving us entertaining TV for this long. And we'll be watching, everybody. Hope you will too. Desperate Housewives, Sundays, 9, 8 Central on ABC. And you can see photos of this handsome devil and his compatriots at goodmorningamerica.com on Yahoo. Thanks again.
Thank you, Lara. Absolutely.